The Stephen Curry Story: How One Undersized Kid Changed Basketball Forever. What if I told you that the greatest shooter in basketball history was once considered too small, too weak, and simply not good enough? What if the player who transformed the NBA almost never got the chance to prove himself? Stay until the end, because Stephen Curry's journey is filled with unbelievable moments that changed basketball forever. And before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us create more amazing sports stories just like this one. Stephen Curry was born on March 14, 1988, in Akron, Ohio. His father, Del Curry, was already an NBA player known for his incredible shooting ability. Because of his father's career, Stephen spent much of his childhood around NBA arenas, watching professional players up close. Many people assumed that growing up with an NBA father meant success would come easily. But that couldn't have been further from the truth. Stephen wasn't the biggest kid. He wasn't the fastest. He couldn't jump as high as many of his opponents. Coaches often overlooked him because of his size. While other young athletes dominated with strength and athleticism, Curry relied on something else: endless hours of practice. Every single day, he worked on his shooting. His father helped him develop perfect shooting mechanics, teaching him to release the ball quickly and accurately. Stephen would spend countless hours repeating the same motion over and over again until it became second nature. When he reached high school, Curry became an outstanding player. Despite putting up incredible numbers, major college basketball programs still doubted him. Recruiters believed he was too small to compete at the highest level. Imagine hearing that your dream wasn't realistic simply because of your height. Instead of giving up, Stephen accepted an offer from Davidson College, a small school that very few people expected to make national headlines. That decision changed everything. During the 2008 NCAA tournament, Curry shocked the basketball world. Game after game, he knocked down impossible three-pointers, leading Davidson to one upset after another. Millions of fans watched in disbelief as this skinny guard dominated some of the biggest schools in America. His fearless shooting became the talk of the nation. Suddenly, everyone wanted to know one question: who is Stephen Curry? After 3 incredible college seasons, Curry entered the 2009 NBA draft. Even then, critics remained skeptical. Some scouts questioned whether his game would translate to the NBA. Others believed he lacked the strength to survive against bigger defenders. The Golden State Warriors selected him with the 7th overall pick. At the time, nobody could have predicted what was about to happen. Curry's early NBA years weren't easy. He suffered repeated ankle injuries that threatened his career. Some people even wondered if he would ever become an NBA star. There were moments when every step caused pain. Many athletes never recover from injuries like that. But Curry refused to quit. He strengthened his body, improved his conditioning, and returned even better than before. Everything began to change. Alongside Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, Curry became the leader of a young Warriors team that played basketball differently than anyone else. Instead of relying on size, they relied on speed, teamwork, movement, and three-point shooting. Stephen's range seemed almost unlimited. He could score from well beyond the three-point line. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Soon, children everywhere started practicing deep three-pointers because of him. Basketball itself was changing. Then came the historic 2014-2015 season. Curry won his first NBA Most Valuable Player award. The Warriors finished with the league's best record. They captured the NBA championship, giving Golden State its first title in 40 years. Stephen Curry had officially become one of basketball's biggest superstars. But he wasn't finished. The following season became legendary. The Warriors won an incredible 73 regular season games, breaking the NBA record previously held by Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. Curry had the greatest shooting season anyone had ever seen. He became the first player in NBA history to make over 400 three-pointers in a single season. He also became the first unanimous MVP ever. Every voter chose Stephen Curry. That had never happened before. Although the Warriors lost the NBA Finals after leading the series 3-1, Curry didn't let disappointment define him. Instead, the team came back even stronger. With Kevin Durant joining the roster, Golden State became one of the greatest teams ever assembled. Together they won championships in 2017 and 2018. Curry continued breaking records. He dazzled fans with impossible shots. He inspired a new generation. His influence reached every level of basketball. Players no longer believed they needed to be the tallest athlete on the court. They believed they could win with skill, with confidence, with hard work. That's Stephen Curry's greatest legacy. He didn't just break records. He changed how basketball is played around the world. Years later, after many believed the Warriors' championship window had closed, Curry delivered another unforgettable moment. In 2022, he led Golden State to another NBA championship. This time, he finally earned the one award missing from his collection: NBA Finals MVP. It silenced every remaining critic. By then, Curry had become the NBA's all-time leader in career three-pointers made, passing Ray Allen's long-standing record. Every season seemed to bring another milestone. More impossible shots. More unforgettable moments. More history. Off the court, Curry is known for his humility, leadership, and generosity. He has invested heavily in education, community programs, and opportunities for young people through his charitable foundation. He's also a successful businessman, producer, and entrepreneur. Despite worldwide fame, he remains known as a dedicated husband and father who values family above everything else. Perhaps that's what makes his story so inspiring. He never relied on being the strongest. He never relied on being the tallest. He relied on preparation, discipline, faith, and the willingness to outwork everyone else. Today, Stephen Curry is widely considered the greatest shooter the game has ever seen and one of the greatest basketball players of all time. His impact goes beyond statistics. He changed strategies. He changed coaching. He changed the dreams of millions of young athletes. He proved that limitations often exist only in people's minds. If you've enjoyed this incredible journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next sports documentary. Now tell us in the comments, is Stephen Curry the greatest point guard ever, or do you think another NBA legend deserves the title? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.